food markets only.
Meet Susie Smart, she is so bright. On her blackboard you can write. She has a desk, she has a seat. What's your name, my darling sweet?
My name is Susie Smart.
She can talk!
She can talk, but can she add?
2 plus 2 is 4. Cat, C-A-T.
You can spell!
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how
You recite!
Press the button, she says a dozen things, complete with desk, blackboard, and seat. Susie Smart, sold at food markets only.
What's this stuff? Some cereal. It's supposed to be good for you. Did you try it? I'm not going to try it. You try it. I'm not going to try it. Let's get Mikey. Yeah. He won't eat it. He hates everything. He likes it. Hey, Mikey.
Cheeseburger, cheeseburger, cheeseburger.
Well, what's on the television then? Looks like a penguin.
It may look like a penguin, but it's actually Susie Q96. Honest. At 10:30 at night on a Saturday. Doing a Deadbeat Club. 'Cause I'm a wackadoodle weirdo. No, that's actually not why. Yep, I'm here. Hi, Tom. Actually, why I'm here, I was going to be here hours ago, but then I started not feeling too good. I got to clean off my desk. It has gone into total disaster mode to the point where I have, once again, no room to do anything. So I'm just going to sit here and talk about random BS and sort coins that I have already searched so that I can get them in a position to roll them up. Hi, Dougie. I was working on your stuff a little bit, too. Another reason I got to clean off my desk. I don't have enough room to work on stuff. It's really hard when you're packing to move and you live in a little tiny place and there's just nowhere to put anything. So I got today something I ordered like months ago that it just kept saying back order. It's these two great big rolling tub things with handles on them. And one of them is, well, actually both of them are going to get used for something completely different than what I ordered them for. They are going to become where my vinyl lives when I'm moving. One of them's gonna have my albums and the other one's gonna have my boxes with my 45s in it, because that way nobody has to pick them up and carry them. They will just roll right up the ramp of the truck and right into the truck. And I have some soft things to put on the top of them so they won't get broken. And then when I get where I'm going, I can just roll them right in, and I don't even have to worry about unpacking them. They can just live. Oops. They can just live in those containers, which I will cover with a tablecloth, and they will function as a coffee table or an end table or something while I'm taking care of stuff. But right now I've got a bunch of change here that I need to roll because it's everywhere. There's containers and containers and containers. So all I'm doing right now, I'm not even looking at dates or anything on these. I'm just sorting penny, nickel, dime, quarter, and getting it all ready where it can go somewhere else, like in my bank account. Because one of the things about moving to Michigan, they don't have Wells Fargo banks in Michigan. Now, the last time I lived up there, I kept my Wells Fargo account, just used my ATM card with it, and then I had another account at the local credit union that I did everything else with. But Wells Fargo made me mad the other day. Really mad. So I'm seriously thinking that when I move, I'm going to close my Wells Fargo account. I might not, though, because I had all my Social Security goes automatically in there, and I have a couple bills that are automatically paid out of there. So I may just leave that just like I did when I lived up there before, and then I would just take other money and put it over in the credit union. Don't know yet what I'm going to do, but I do know that I want to get all this change, all these coin boxes, and jars, and plastic things off my desk, get it rolled up, send it back to the bank. Just like I said, there's so much. This is a really tiny apartment, and I'm trying to pack, and I got nowhere to put things. It's becoming an issue. Oh, and I've been having a sleeping problem. So I've been trying to stay up later because I've been going to bed at like 8:30, and then I wake up about 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I can't go back to sleep. And I gotta tiptoe around here so I don't wake anybody up. And so, yeah, I was supposed to be doing the annual Christmas bazaar at the rec center today, but I kind of got screwed out of that this year by the person that was supposed to be helping me. Of course, I knew better. In my heart, I do better. So anyway, I ended up as the first alternate on the list, and I wasn't going to invest any money unless I knew for sure I was going to be in the event. So the event called me on Thursday to tell me they had a spot for me to set up on Friday. Well, I have no car, which meant I would have had to spend over $200 renting a vehicle. And I really didn't want to be in the same show with the person who basically got my regular spot given to her friend, and that pushed me over onto the alternates list. So I decided I really didn't want to be there. So that means I've got all this leftover Christmas craft stuff. So I was going to put it out in the lobby. I had requested permission to do that, to put it in the lobby here where I live. And a guy that just moved in down the hall yesterday put a bunch of boxes of free stuff out there. Now, I have no problem with boxes of free stuff. I think that's wonderful and groovy and great. Except this free stuff, 95% of it was completely, oh, I think I just spilled something on the floor here. Yes, I did. Oh, God, I'll be right back. I gotta go get something. Mop this tea up before it gets into everything. Jeez, this is unbelievable. Oh, jeez. Oh, oh. Yeah, I'm still here. I just gotta get something to soak this glass of tea up. I forgot I set it down there like 3 hours ago. And I just ran over it with my chair. Spilled it all over the floor. So much fun. So anyway, I ended up with no spot to set my stuff up on, and I had told the office like 3 weeks ago that I wanted to do this, and she said no problem. Well, this guy put all this free stuff out there, which would have been fine, except that 95% of it is covered with mold, dirt, bugs, mildew, pretty much a whole lot of really disgusting stuff. Well, people took some of it, and some of it people just took it straight out to the dumpster because bugs were coming out of it, and it was all over the lobby earlier. So I went out there and swept it all up, cleaned a lot of it up, and I went back out 2, 3 hours later, and it was just like that again, because people were going through it trying to find anything worth having, because nobody here has anything. And well, that's the way they act anyway. They have stuff, they just, if it's free, it's, they gotta go through it all. So anyway, I very nicely, and I have a witness, I very nicely asked him to make sure that it was moved by in the morning, because I have, like, my money merchandise is going to be set up out there, and nobody's going to even want to stop and look at stuff when there's bugs everywhere. So he got a little unhappy with me. Because I told him, he said, well, the lady in the office told me I could put it out here. I said, yes, she told you could put it out there Friday. That didn't mean Friday, Saturday, Sunday, etc. So, I've been going out periodically to see if he has moved it, and some of it has vanished. I told him that I had cleaned up the mess from earlier, and he didn't even bother to say thank you. There was paper towels and just nasty everywhere. And so I went out a few minutes ago to see if any of it had been cleaned up, and it's down to 4 boxes now. So I moved them. He's like, well, can't you just put yours on the other side? And I said, no, I can't, because my displays are several feet tall, and they would be blocking the fire extinguisher and the fire alarm. I said, so no, I'm sorry, that doesn't work. And the lady that was sitting out there watching all this go on told him that no, she can't do that. Your stuff is just in boxes. Why don't you move yours? Well, he didn't want to move his, but guess what? I was just out there, and it was down to 5 boxes, so I made it down to 4 boxes, and then I moved it over in a corner. I moved his free sign way over in the corner, and I swept the lobby because it was disgusting. And somebody came through, so I have a witness that I'm the one that cleaned it up. And if he don't like it, gee, I'm sorry, but technically the rule is we're not supposed, there's even signs that say we're not supposed to put free donations out there. How much what? unless you get advance permission, which I did, so. Oh, well, we'll see what happens in the morning. Like I said, I'm not planning on setting it up until 10 o'clock, so he's got plenty of time to get the rest of it out of there, or he can leave it where I put it, but I got my area all cleaned up because like I said, I didn't get to go to the thing at the rec center, which means I didn't make a bunch of Christmas stuff this year. I just wanted to sell what I had left over from last year, so I didn't have to haul it to Michigan. As far as I know, I am number 9. I did not call them this week because I was dealing with a bunch of hooey with the doctors. I was supposed to have a heart procedure on Thursday, and the medical transport didn't show up, and it just turned into a big disaster. So now I'm waiting to hear back from the doctor that ordered that procedure. It's the checkup on my Watchman, and I can't get off the blood thinners until I have this procedure done, and I can't start my IgG4 treatments in Michigan until I'm off the blood thinners. So it's like this big fat catch-22. So I was so upset that Friday I didn't work on any of it. I just had to walk away from it for a day. So Monday I will contact Michigan, see where I'm at on the list, and I'm going to contact this doctor and find out if this is something that can wait until I can get to Michigan. I would prefer at this point to do that. I think the doctors there are better anyway. So we'll see. But as far as I know, I'm still number 9. I did nothing to do any checking on that this week. I'm trying instead just to finish a bunch of stuff, like clearing off my table, and like I found this bag of pennies. I have no idea what it is. I gotta look at them. Now, the one container that I just emptied, I know I've already looked at those, and I just need this container to put the ones I'm about to look at in. Oh, where's my cheating sheet? There it is. Yeah. I sure do wish I had a decent dinner. Yeah, I wish I'd have had a decent dinner too. I wasn't feeling all that great. I ended up eating something that made me feel worse. Yeah, I keep burping. Just keep burping. Okay, nothing there. 70D. Oh, I gotta find me a copper hopper. Well, I really don't for this, because I'm not saving copper. And this is not an actual box. This is just stragglers. 84. That's one of my favorites. I keep hoping I'm gonna find one of those with the double ear, but nothing yet. And microwave. I didn't have microwave. I had chicken wings in the air fryer. So that wasn't such a bad thing. But then I did have these mozzarella sticks I found in the freezer, and they weren't that spectacular. I don't even go to Mickey D's. Once in a while, I'll go through there and get a glass of tea. That's about it. Heck, for what it costs to go to Mickey D's now, I could almost go buy a steak. Yeah, I've seen that stuff that I think they call it slurry. The pink crap they make. And then they press it into a form, and it's supposed to look like, yeah, tastes like chicken. My cat doesn't think it tastes like chicken. He thinks it tastes like, I can't say that word. But it starts with the S and rhymes with chicken. Hi, Karen. How you doing, sweetie? Ah, there's a weedy weedy. I'll have a container out for those. I'll leave that on my desk, so that all it'll be left on the desk would be Wheaties. Oh, there's a 69S. We'll put that with the Wheaties. So I haven't been looking around tonight. I don't know who's on. That's something else I've had to kind of come to a decision on, and that is, I'm not gonna do my shows based on who else is on, with maybe one or two exceptions, because a lot of people that used to come on my channel, they don't come on my channel anymore, but they get mad at me if I don't come on theirs. And I'm kind of at the, I don't care anymore. I come on when I have time. And I'm tired of people trying to guilt me into watching their stream. They don't watch mine, but I don't go over there and go, how come you're not coming to watch me anymore? Oh, Sir Benji. There's one of my favorites. I'll keep that one. He's a pretty good guy, that Sir Benji. We like him. Yep. We're just cleaning off the desk, picking up the junk. Got this big pile of stuff up here on top of my printer. That's all the Doug Harding stuff. All the printouts, everything I owe Doug Harding. There's an 82 toot. I don't have a container for those either. This is pretty slack work I'm doing tonight. Just piddling. Oh my God. Just piddling, trying to clean this area, because I'm gonna try and take some of these shelves and stuff apart. Amateur picker. I'm the super duper amateur picker then. I can't pick nothing. I can't even pick my nose. Oh my goodness. Okay, I got a tube full of nickels here. I'll be able to roll those up. Except that lid doesn't fit that tube. Alrighty then. Let's see what this is. Some kind of pennies. So a pair of thrift store shoes for over $500. Now I haven't done that yet. I have not accomplished that yet. I have, however, sold a single 45 record for over $300. So I'm not going to complain about that. Okay, this is 82 and 83s. That's something else I've been working on this weekend, is getting those records. I've tried a couple different ways of selling them on eBay and a couple of other sites, and I kind of got it figured out now. So mostly what I'm doing is changing some of the listings. But nope, I haven't sold any $500 shoes yet. The most I sold was a pair of boots for $139. That's my record high. Holy crap on a cracker. Woo, baby. Like I said, buddy, when I get there, we're going to the bins. We is going to the bins. And it doesn't look like we sell a whole lot of the same things, so it's not like we're actually competing against each other at the bins. I sell some shoes, but in general, I I did real well on the very first pair of shoes I posted, and I did really well on the boots, but after that, I've not done that great with shoes. It's not my thing. I'll stick to my 45 records. I know my music, and I know which ones. So, and I have over 2,500 of them, so it's going to take me a while to work my way through. Some of them aren't worth much. Those are the ones you just sell as a big old bundle. But yeah, that's a heck of a deal there, Mr. Benji. That is a heck of a deal. Congratulations. And yeah, I'm still a little bit PO'd about not getting to do the annual bazaar, because I usually make several $100s at that. And I probably wouldn't be mad if, well, I still listen to my albums, but I really don't listen to the 45s anymore. And if I can sell a single 45 for $350 and put that money towards my medical care, that's what's got to happen, because I am gonna have to. Ooh, yum, yum, chomp, chomp, chomp. Ain't that pursley? We had the crappiest coins. And the thing about it is, I knew a lot of these bands whose records I'm selling now, and we've kind of got a joke going with some of them, where I'll email them and tell them, hey, you know, that record you gave me standing in line at the roller skating rink back in 1966. Well, let's see how much you have appreciated since then, and I'll explain to them what I'm doing. And some of them, I mean, are selling for $5 and $10, but all that money, like, I don't have to put that in the donated money. I can use it, because the donated money, I have to have 2 signatures to get any out as far as using it for the move. But the money from the records, like last week when I sold the one for over 300, my car's dead, so I was able to rent a van and go and clean out a whole bunch of my storage. So, and I could have gone and rented a van for that bazaar, but I got to thinking about it, and by the time I did all that, I would have to work all day and probably wouldn't make that much profit. And I would have to be in the same room with the person that screwed me over. And I didn't think I wanted that stress because it was a family member. And it's just not something I wanted to do. I decided I wasn't gonna do. And so instead I stayed home and worked on some other things. Like right now, I'm just trying to clear all these pennies and stuff off my desk. And while I am sitting out in the lobby tomorrow trying to sell Christmas jewelry and critters and elves on the shelves and all that, I will take my pennies out there and sit there and start rolling them up. So, one way or another, I'm putting money together. Looter! Hi, Looter Scooter. How are you, honey? Glad to see you in tonight. Yeah, I figured I'd just come in here and do this, and nobody would be in here. I figured Saturday night wouldn't be anybody in here, but there's a few friendlies in here. I like to, if I'm gonna clean off my desk and go through all these coins, I like to go ahead and just run the stream in case I pick up some viewing hours. Hi, William. And if I do make some wild discovery, then I have a record of it. So why not? Why not? I figured I'd just work on them till I got tired, and then I'll go to bed. It's like I found this really cool penny last night, and I don't know what I did with it. So maybe I'll find it again. Don't know. But I know. Yep, that's why I'm here. Just trying to build watch time. Got everything I need as far as all the other stuff. I've got all the videos and stuff that I need. And I just don't have enough watch hours. I got enough subbies. But apparently I am not on with enough consistency, because every day hours scroll off. Like if it's November 18th, 2023, any hours that I accumulated on November 18th, 2022, scroll off. So the only way, I guess, is to try and come on every single day try to break even, or at least not keep them from scrolling off too bad. I now understand the concept of the 4-hour duck race. That way you don't even have to be on camera. You just turn the duck race on and let it go for 4 hours. And people will check in periodically. I guess that's one way to do it, but I don't know. I don't know. And the thing about it is, every time I say something about trying to monetize, people say, well, you're not going to get rich monetizing. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm trying to pay the freaking postage. You know, if I make 20 bucks, 25 bucks, then at least I can go over and get some junk silver to gift away, or I have money for paying postage. So getting rich was not even part of the deal. Oh, here's my weird coin from yesterday. This is just how it just looks funny. I'm going to make a piece of jewelry out of it. It's a shield coin. But the other side is the interesting. It is so strange what has been done. I swear it looks like this looks like right here looks like the prayer cap of an Amish woman. I don't know what happened to poor Abe there, and then somebody else said they thought it looked like a chimpanzee, which I can see that through here. It's just really deformed. That is a truly deformed coin. Okay, let me see what I got up here. I got an empty plastic bag. Now these quarters, I know, have not been gone through yet. These are Monday night's quarters. So I'm gonna put them somewhere where we will have them for Monday night. Oh, where's that box? It's down there. There we go. Yeah, pretty weird. Okay, where did I put Mondays? Because I do have some rolls of quarters for Monday night. But I opened one roll today because I needed to do some laundry. So I pulled some really nasty ones that I knew I did not need, so I could dry my clothes. All right, that looks way much better. Whole bunch of dimes in there. I got this one container up here, I think. Those are all going back to the bank. Got this jar I found. Hi, Nan. Nobody's late. Nobody is late. We're all just on our own time. See what this is in this jar. 67. Looks like a Heinz 57 jar. Yep. More stuff for the bank. And like I said, I'm not really looking at this stuff. I'm just gathering it up, sending it where it needs to go. I'm not keeping copper. Now that may change once I get up to Michigan. I am still keeping my 82s. I haven't been through yet. I don't know if I've been through these or not. So I do have a container special for those. I got a container over here that says 60s that I need to go through, but they're corralled. They're not just laying all over my desk. Dum-de-doo, dum-de-doo. I think this is mostly 82s and 83s. That's what it looks like. Good. Because I have another one of those I can conglomerate or disconglomerate. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just trying to get organized. Get rid of some stuff, pack some stuff. I really like my new totes I got for the records, though. I think that's going to be, I can run my whole business out of those 2 rolling totes. And I ordered them long time ago. And I kept getting temporarily out of stock, and all of a sudden today they just showed up, and I was not expecting them, so it was pretty weird because it was this huge. Yes, I am still separating the 82 and 83s. I'm not separating the copper, but I am separating the 82s and 83s. So I just started. I had more than one container going of those. So now I have combined two containers into one. And now I'm going to see what this bag right here is. We'll find out. I also am making sure that none of these are ones that I had put aside for Doug. I think these are just coppers. Because I was saving coppers for a while. And that's why I'm going through them all. Just double checking. And then the rest of them can go back to the bank. I'm disgusted with my bank. Absolutely disgusted. They did a complete turnover of employees, and now pretty much everybody down there is dumb as a box of rocks. They don't know the difference between circulated and uncirculated. And that includes the branch manager. How do you become the manager of a bank and not understand simple banking terminology? They actually, one of the tellers, because I asked for a whole bunch of different change, which I asked for a couple reasons. She's like, well, I don't think I'm allowed to do that, and acted like she was calling the manager and she was calling the police on me. For what? I have no idea. So I ended up in the manager's office, and she's dumb as a box of rocks. She thought anything that comes in a bank box is uncirculated. I'm like, no, honey, that's not how it works. I had to teach her how to tell if a roll of coins was circulated or not. And it's not rocket science. All you got to do is look at the ends. If they all have the same date on them and it's a new date, then they're uncirculated. If you got mixed dates, they're circulated. Well, I don't know where I'm going to go when I get up there. That's a whole different animal. So we'll see. I'm sure Sir Benji will point me in the right direction because I don't really do half dollars. Most everybody does halves. I don't do halves. I don't know enough about them to feel confident, and I don't know whether the credit union is gonna work with me. I'll find out when I get there. But I'm not ruling anything out. Heck, I'm not ruling out giving up doing the coins altogether. I have not decided yet. It depends. Everything depends on when my treatments start. Truthfully. I really don't have the money to get into doing halves either. That's why I do car wash quarters and pennies. Every once in a while, I'll grab a few rolls of dimes and a few rolls of nickels. And like what I have now, I have a mix of everything, except that they gave me the 2 rolls of halves they gave me are all bicentennial halves. So that was kind of useless. I don't know enough. I'm going to have to study up on those and see if there's any special ones to look for. If not, I'll just be taking those right back to the bank. But for right now, I just want to get all these extraneous coins back to the bank and get that money into the bank, because I am anticipating fairly soon the move is going to be happening, and I want to be as close to ready as I can be. I don't want to be at the last minute just throwing everything into boxes and not knowing where anything is when I get up there. I don't like moving that way. I still have to finish what's going on at the storage, which means I'm going to have to rent another vehicle and do some more of that. Well, that's why I kind of get the mixes, because I have found a silver dime. I found a silver dime in a penny roll once. I have found how I ended up started on quarters was when I found a silver quarter. I was just about to drop into a car wash. I mean, I had it up to the slot even. So that was pretty wild. That's what made me think, yeah, I wonder if I have dropped other ones down in there. That's kind of what got me started. Okay, this is all my women quarters. I gotta go through them. Some of them are gonna go out. I don't need to keep all of these. I've got a lot of them now. And then once we have the November 1st giveaway on the how much change came out of those plastic bags, I got to go through those because I did pull the 3 silver coins that I knew were in there, but there's some coins in there that are so corroded. I don't know, there might be another silver or 2 in there. Then all the rest of that is going to get rolled and taken back to the banking firm. Here's some $50 here. I know these have been sorted, but I don't really, other than sorting them for silver, I don't know what I'm looking for with $50. I just don't know enough about them, except that it cracks me up every time Benji says no F and G. I get that part. Oh, what we got here? I don't know what that is. I'll put it in there. Yeah, it is funny. I remember Sir Benji before Sir Benji was even going by Sir Benji, and he would be in my channel under his real name. So that's he was on my channel for a long time. And I hate, there are some of the channels that I really do like to watch, and I just can't. For a while here, for quite a while, I couldn't watch anybody's live streams because I couldn't see. I just, my eyes were so bad. I couldn't follow the stream, and I couldn't really see the coins or anything. So all I could do was listen to whoever was doing the stream, and if they're quiet and they didn't talk much, it was pretty useless. I just couldn't really participate. So that's one of the reasons that I could still stick with Benji is he keeps a good little running rapport going, and so I could enjoy it even if I couldn't see it. I'm getting now where I see really well out of my left eye now that I got that cataract out of there, but I still have to deal with the IgG4 tumor in the right eye, which that's not going to happen till I get to Michigan. But I can see a little better, so I do get to enjoy a few more streams. But it's hard for me to do them sometimes, especially if I don't have enough moderators, because I can't read everything. And it's made it difficult. And I'm amazed that any of you even stick with me and watch this mess. Well, I'm gonna maybe break out my books now that I can actually read a little bit again. The funny thing about the IgG4I is when the other one went bad, it kind of forced me to use it more, and it has actually not gotten any worse. It hasn't gotten much better, but it hasn't gotten worse. And the specialist told me he doesn't know what I'm doing, but whatever it is, I need to keep doing it because I have managed to keep it from deteriorating for all of this time while I've been waiting for my housing, which has been like 2 years. So it's, yeah, he's pretty amazed that, and he just said, whatever I've been doing, oops, I just threw that in the wrong jug. Oh well, in the grand scheme, it won't matter. But yeah, I just need to get up there and get in the program and start working towards making my eyes as good as they're gonna get. They can't do surgery on this one, but they can do an infusion therapy that's supposed to shrink the size of the growth. Oh, there's a 47 nickel. I'm gonna put that in with my little Wheatie container for now. At least it won't get put back on the desk and busted. So yeah, I'm probably gonna finish this little box here and give it up. But I have made progress on the desk. Whoa, that's weird. That's usually what you see shield pennies look like. But that's a 69D. I mean, this is definitely some kind of damage. It's not, it didn't come that way because I can feel the nick out of it, but that's a odd looking piece in there. I put that up there with the other funny money. Yeah, I can't wait till we move this desk. That going to be funny because I guarantee you there's got to be all kinds of coins and weird things under this desk. Whoops. I've been throwing pennies in my dime bucket. Now I gotta. Oops. They're right next to each other. Oops. Well, you're just staying in there because I'm not going back in again. Now I threw some 82s in with my dimes. I'll fish them out when I get ready to roll these up. Yeah, I got some good and loyal people in here and some very tolerant ones. Everybody that comes in here knows if you win something, it may be a while before you get it, but you will get it. I mean, I've got people that I won things in their shows and I never got it and ask about it and still never got it. So at that point, I just said, well, I don't really need it anyway, I guess. So I look at it this way. You can't really get too mad if you got something that you didn't pay anything for to begin with. Yeah. Now, I will stay on somebody if I buy something from their channel and they don't send it. That I don't like. But in general, if it's something I won and it doesn't show up, I'm like, oh well. No a big a deal. Oh yeah, there's one person that I kid you not, I probably have like 25 things that I've won on their channel and I've never gotten any of them. I'm not kidding. And then I think he wonders why I don't watch his channel anymore. Just don't. I just don't. Yeah, the one person that I seriously owe is Doug Harding. And he's just, you could see, you know, here is the Doug Harding response to Susie owes him stuff. That's the wrong one, but this is the one I meant. Yeah, that's his response. He's like, Indiana Tones. Somebody put Lou on the loose. Hi, Lou. How are ya? Good to see you out and about. Especially over here at my house. Oh, what is this? Oh, no. Oh, okay. That's money that goes back to the bank. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. This is almost all Wheaties. I don't ever like hearing anybody passed away. I'm still having a hard time dealing with Mikey. I don't know if I'm ever going to get over that. And what part of you guys may or may not know about the Mikey thing is, as far as we know, my show was the last one he was on, because he told me when he was leaving that he wasn't going to go to another channel, that he had some homework to do, and so he was just going to log off, do his homework, and go to bed. And if that is actually what he did, then my show was the last show he was on. And that kind of, I don't know, it just it's upsetting to me. So well, mine wasn't so much broken promises as it was broken eyeballs, where I ended up not being able to see and then having to have 2 heart surgeries. And there just wasn't much I could do about that. Very little I could do. And then, once the heart stuff was over, I still had the issue of not being able to see. So, Oh, yeah, there's a lot of that bad cold flu thing going around. I have an aide that's supposed to come and help me during the week, and my aide has some kind of creeping crud that she's been out all week. So every morning they call me and tell me she's still sick, and I said, well, if she's sick, don't send her over here. I mean, that's the last thing I need. Somebody sick bringing me cooties. I'll get by. It'll just be, I've been trying to do what I can do. But yeah, I appreciate you coming by and hitting the thumbs up for me. I need all the help I can get. Yeah, I've had several. Because, see, I have a whole nother community besides my coins and my detecting people. I also have my crafting people and my rock and roll people, and this past year has been pretty tough. I got that down to 1. I have no idea. There's a whole box of pennies up here. I have no idea what they are. I just emptied a plastic tray, though. That was pretty cool. Let's see what this is. 60s. Yeah, I got a whole container of 60s up here. Yeah, Yep, that's more 60s. Okay, here's another empty container. And I've still got the pink and purple box over here that has nickels, I think. Don't know. That's the mail out box there. Not a whole lot in there. There's nickels. Need to go back to the bank. Fiddle dee dee. What that is. Another 60. Alright. I almost have made room on my desk to be able to put a few things out. Dimes. I just got to figure out what this box of pennies is. Yeah, where's Mike P been anyway? I hadn't seen any notifications. I had started paying a little attention to what was going on with him. Please don't tell me this is all 82s. Oh my God. Oh, I gotta find something to put these in besides this box, because I already dumped one of these boxes. It made a heck of a mess. Oh, I'll put them in this an empty copper box. When I get ready to move the desk, we might do that, because I'm sure there's gonna be stuff under all this over here. The sound you are hearing is a whole box full of 82s and 83s that I'm going to combine with a jar of 82s and 83s that I have sitting off to the side. And then, just before I go to bed, I'm going to open a roll of pennies. I'm not even keeping track of this box that I got. I'm just keeping it here, opening a few rolls at a time. When I don't feel like I can stand up and walk around the apartment, I'm going back and forth from opening penny rolls to editing photos from when I went to see the Outlaws. I need to finish that project. And then at the storage, I found some really old rock and roll photos that I took like back in 1965 and 66. And I have the negatives for them, but what I really want to do with them is I also have one of those the machines that you can scan negatives with. One of my friends bought me one for Christmas 2-3 years ago, and some of these pictures I want to see if I can clean them up and make something cool that maybe I can make some money from, because it's bands like Paul Revere and the Raiders and the Rascals, folks like that. So I want to play with those a little bit. I struck disc. Yay, little bit of disc. All right, I'm going to open one roll of pennies. The reason I'm doing pennies is the other ones I got to get out with the books and all that, and I don't want to do that. I just want to stick my hand down in the box full of pennies, pull out one roll, open it up, and most of them I know pretty much by heart. Here's 1/4 in a jar by itself. Says dig coins on it. Yeah, let's guess the value of the coins under the desk. Probably just as many under the shelf next to the desk too, because this really has not been moved since I moved in here. That will be all coins under the desk go towards M3 Toy Fund. Since that's you're right, Doug, except for that last spill that I did on my own. That is pretty much how most of them did get under there. M3 likes to redistribute things periodically. Yep. What did he get? Oh, I got him. Finally, I was at the Dollar Tree the other day. I had ordered him. He likes these little cheap cardboard scratching things. They're just corrugated cardboard boxes, basically. And I had ordered him some on Amazon, and they were out and they were out and they never came and they never came. And finally I just told him, hey, just send me my money back. And the other day when I had that rental car, they had opened a new Dollar Tree up the street, and they had his scratchers that he likes in there, so I got him 4 of them. So he's not too mad at me right now. He's still waiting for his Amazon canceled the order that they accidentally sent out to Silver Slinky's house. I don't know if Slinky's got a cat or not, but yeah, poor M. He's been having a bad time with these toys, but he's real happy with his new scratching devices, so it's all good. He has way too many toys anyway. He's got a bag full that he's never even played with. He's not crazy about the new banana. The new banana is not made the same as the other one. It's got like little peel things that come off the side of it. And he's not crazy about that one. He just wants the standard nanner. So somebody will get him one for Christmas. That's usually what Mikey would send him, a banana and some treats. But we'll make sure M's covered. But that's a good idea. All the coins go to his treat fund since he's probably the one depositing them there anyway. That's my boy. He's a good kitty man, though. He's a good boy. He's happy because we're going back to Michigan. He's a Michigander, in case you didn't know. He came from the question mark kitty farm. Somebody dumped him out there. And most of the cats out there on that farm are feral. And it was very clear that M was not feral. And the feral cats were just wailing the tar out of him. And then there was only one little bitty cat that he could beat up, so he kept beating her up. And I'm like, no, that's not going to work. So Q brought him over to me. He come to live at my house. But he's happy because he's going back to Michigan. He's going to go see his friend Q. He's an official Michigan kitty. I'm not finding much here in these pennies. This is the fourth roll I have opened from this box. And I have found 0 Wheaties. I did find that one really strange shield penny. That's about it. So far, no wheats. Oh my goodness. It's after midnight. So I guess I'll be going to bed here in a minute. Nope. Nothing in there. Nothing in there. Oh, I did want to check this container. This says 82, 83 unsorted pennies. So let's see if that's really what's in there or if it's got something completely different in it. Yeah, I think it's got something completely different in it. Just didn't change the label. But that's an 82. Looks like it's what it says. So that means I have another one of these somewhere that I saw earlier. Oh my goodness. Well, at least this I know is properly labeled. And they're contained. There's an empty copper hopper. There's some going back to the bank. I got a box for that. Well, made a little progress anyway. Enough that I have room to spread things out. Okay. These go in here. We'll put those with the Monday night money. Now, Wednesday this week is gonna be interesting. But the real biggie coming up is gonna be, let me get a calendar up here. December the 4th. Monday, December the 4th. That is going to be when we'll be doing a Patreon drawing. We'll be doing the how much money is in the jar thing. I've got to put a note on my monitor. So I don't forget. Now, stick that up there where I don't forget. And I think Wednesday, the 22nd. No, that's not going to work. Wednesday the 29th, maybe. I've got this other stuff that those of you who got in the big race on $1 Million Megs where they were raising money for me, there was some stuff that got sent here instead of there. And so we're going to have the little race. And I believe that's going to happen on Wednesday the 29th. I just have to make the announcement for it. And I will make a list. I'm going to do the same format they did where $4 will get you an entry into each and every race. You will get one entry for that one $4. Of course, you can put in more than $4 and have bigger chances to win. And there's some interesting stuff in it. There's some silver in there. There's some rock and roll stuff in there. There's some metal detecting stuff. There's some of it I'm going to just make bundles because on its own it's not a big enough item to be a single giveaway, but as a bundle, like one of the ones I'm putting together is penny, nickel, dime, quarter. But what kind of penny, nickel, dime, and quarter? that's where it gets good. Yeah. Because it's just not going to be like some old piece of clad. I just got to see what's in the container there. But on that note, I'm going to bed because unfortunately I'm probably going to have to deal with that grumpy guy and his bugs and mold tomorrow. I didn't throw his stuff away. I just moved it. I asked him to move it. And he didn't. People can still go through it, and it still has the free sign on it. I just moved it where I can set my stuff up, and people won't get it confused. I will, William, but I can't do everything at once. You have to remember, number one, I only have one working eye. You know, I also, right now, 90% of my video stuff is on my old computer, and we can't get my old computer to boot up. So I don't really have access to the video software and all my artwork and stuff that I normally use. So I'm going to have to figure out a whole nother way to do it. You know, there's a lot of things I need to do, or I would like to do, but I cannot do. I'm struggling to get the things done that I am getting done. Especially since my aide is sick. I know that, William. I'm going to try to do the video in the morning when I get up. If I don't have to deal with Mr. Trashy McTrashcan out there, but I've got to get all the packages together. It's not as easy as you're making it sound. Here's what I want you to do, William. I want you, and I'm not trying to be nasty, I'm just saying. Number one, whoever does anything for you at your house, pretend they're not there. Because right now, the lady that comes and helps me is sick. She hasn't been here for a week and a half. So I'm trying to do everything myself. Number two, pick your best eye and cover it so you can't see. I've been doing this channel for 4 years. I've been doing videos for a lot longer than that. Right now, I am physically limited. I am electronically limited by the fact that 90% of my stuff is on a computer that won't boot up. Nightly, Ann. You know, I know how to do the things, and I know what I need to do. I also know what is not possible for me to do right now. I can't make videos with my computer being broken. That's why the one for the jar full of change is so bad. I had to make it with my phone. Um, I can't get some of the items to go under the microscope or under this camera. The items are bigger than the equipment I have will allow me to show. And I'm sorry. I'm doing the best I can. I guess option number 2 is I just won't do it at all. Because it hurts my feelings that people don't understand that I'm sick and I can't be the coin dudes or the whoever's. I can't be Rob. I can't be, because I don't have the stuff to do it. But mostly because I'm physically not able to do it. And it makes me feel like you're calling me out and telling me I don't know what I'm doing. And like I said, I have no help with anything right now. I was supposed to have heart surgery on Thursday, and the people didn't even show up to pick me up for that. So the last thing I need right now is any kind of stress from anybody. I just don't. And if that means I'll just not do it at all. See, I'm not going for like this giant success thing on this one. The big one that they did was successful. This is just a little deal because some of the things got sent to the wrong place, and they are things that were donated for that purpose. So in order to keep everything honest, the things that are in this box they have to be distributed in that way. The only other option I have is to pack them all up, spend a bunch of money, send them to somebody else, let them do it, and then there wouldn't be any money made anyway because I would have spent it all on postage. So the primary goal here is just to get these items where they're supposed to be, which is not under my desk. It's not being set up to make a great big bunch of money. There's not that much stuff down here. The biggest things in here is a silver Mexican coin, a pinpointer, and a few other little odds and ends. It's not that big of a deal, but I need to get it done because if it ends up getting packed into stuff that's going to Michigan, who knows what's going to happen to it. So I just want to do it, get it over with. If there's 5 people in here, good. Those 5 people are probably some of my regulars, and maybe even Kevin could win something. Kevin never wins. Like I said, the goal on this one is not to make a whole great big bunch of money. It's just to do with the things what they were donated for and have time to get them mailed out, get them out from under my desk. You know, the big success has already long happened, and I had nothing to do with it. That was all $1 Million Meg and Florida Metal Detecting and everybody that was involved in that one. This is just I need to empty this box of all the little odds and ends. There's stickers in here, some keychains, and it's just not. It's not intended to be a big giant thing. It's just intended to get this stuff. It was donated for this purpose and it didn't get where it needed to be, so I need to make sure it does get where it needs to be. But right now, I need to get where I need to be, which apparently I'm getting cranky. So I need to, well, little M. Hi, little M. Let's see if we can get a little M camera. I don't know if this is going to work. Probably going to knock something over every time I try to do this. I mess up, but we're going to try to get a little M camera. You still down there? Nope, he runned off. Look, there he goes. What? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Emmon, where'd you go, buddy? Yo, you're going to hide over there, huh? Oh. Emmy, here, bud. Oh, now I've switched cameras again. Doggone it. You're not cooperating very good with Mama. Ow! Oh, that's your favorite side right there, huh? Button face. See, this place is a disaster. It's nothing but stacks of boxes and piles of things. Emmy, come see everybody. There he is. For a second. You gonna hide? Hmm. Yeah, look at my arm. Isn't that beautiful? That's from working in the storage. Emmy, 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 Emmy. What you doing, bud? You don't want to say hi to everybody? Come say hi to the peoples. There's your peoples. Yep, there he is. The world famous Eminem. All right. Was that your close up? Huh? Was that you close up? Yep, button face again. All right, I give up. That's all you're going to get for your quarters, folks. Oh, what a piece of work. Oh, my goodness. What a piece of work. He's waiting for his treats, is what it is. All righty. He thinks he's tricking me because he's already had his treats, but I'll give him a couple of extras since he was nice enough to go on the thing. All right. Yeah, I gotta deal with this Christmas stuff tomorrow. I hope I sell some of it. If I don't, we'll be giving it away during the 12 days of Christmas. if if I do 12 days of Christmas, everything at this point um is solely dependent on when the move thing happens. It could happen right when I'm supposed to be doing 12 days of Christmas, in which case we won't be doing it, but we'll do something else. Happy New Year or something. Let me put these papers right here. Down here on the cleared off desk. These are all Doug Harding things. I got room to work on them now. Well, I tried working on them on the coffee table. That did not work because M3 thinks the coffee table is his personal kitty condo. But he doesn't usually get up on the desk, so we'll try that. All right, everybody. Sorry if I got cranky. When my meds start wearing off, I get cranky. So I'll see y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Hit the thumb button. They don't have one for the middle finger, or everybody be hitting that one on my page. I'll see y'all later. Bye. Yeah, I mean, what